everyone, welcome to Keto Living. Excuse me. So today I have a recipe for you. I know it's hot outside, but one of my subscribers, Miss Jackie Newton, who is Crafty JJ Newton here on YouTube, asked me if I could come up with a potato soup recipe, and so I did. Except we're not using potatoes, we're using cauliflower. And honestly, you cannot tell the difference. I couldn't. So, let's get down here. Oh yeah, and if I have time, I'm going to throw in some cheddar biscuits to go with it. So, let me put you down here and we'll get started. Okay, so what we have here is, I'm only doing half the recipe because it's just me. So, but I will put the whole recipe below in the description box. So basically, if you're doing the whole recipe, you're going to need 2 pounds of cauliflower, and that's about a good large medium head, something like that. And so that's what I have here. Now I am going to use some onion in this. It is keto, but it is a little bit on the higher end. A whole bowl of soup, which is like a cup of 1 1/4 cup of soup, is going to be 3.5 net carbs, and that's okay, because you're allowed 20, at least I'm allowed 20 every day. So I'm going to use a little bit of onion, some bacon, of course, and some cheese, and then we're also going to use some heavy whipping cream and some bone broth. This is chicken bone broth. You can use regular chicken broth if you want, but I always use the organic bone broth. It has a richer taste, and it really does make a difference. You're going to need a little bit of chives. That's mainly to go on top. And you're going to need some cream cheese. Now, you're not going to need a whole block of cream cheese, but I just got this out. You're going to need 4 ounces, which is half of this. And then if I get time to make the biscuits, you're going to use the other 4 ounces in the biscuits. So, the first thing you're going to do is brown your bacon. Cook your bacon in little pieces like this. And then you're going to reserve some of the bacon fat. Oh yeah. So I'm going to continue this over at this stove. So let's head on over there. Okay, so I have my pot here. And I have my pan that I fried my bacon in. So I'm just going to put about 2 tablespoons of this bacon drippings in there. Oh man, this makes everything good. So I'm going to pick up a few of those little pieces in there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my onion. Now I'm not going to add all this onion. It calls for, a whole recipe calls for 1 medium onion, which is what this is. So I'm only going to put about half of it in there for me. But if you're cooking the full recipe, you would cook the whole onion. And let me get my little mover here. So you're just going to cook this till it's lightly brown. But y'all know bacon and onions. If you could just smell the house right now. So basically, you just want to cook these until they're soft and just slightly brown. Okay, so our onions are where we want them. We're going to add in the chicken broth, which if you're cooking the whole recipe, it is 2 cups. I'm only adding a cup. And then we're going to add in the cauliflower. Okay. All those yummy smells. Now this is going to cook down. Cauliflower has quite a bit of water in it. And so this will cook down. we're going to bring this up to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, then we're going to put a lid on it and turn the heat down and let it simmer probably about 15 minutes until the cauliflower is soft enough to mash. Okay, so we're boiling now, and all we're going to do is we're going to turn this down on about a medium, low-medium heat, and we're going to put a lid on it and let this simmer for about 15 minutes. So while this is simmering, we'll go ahead and let's see if we can get us some biscuits done. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and start on our dough. I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. Now these are my fathead biscuits, and they're made just a little bit different than my regular fathead dough. I am not using almond flour. I am using a little bit of coconut flour, but mostly this is cheese. So what I have in here is 4 cups of shredded mozzarella. Yeah, man, my arm is tired. And then I have 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm just going to cut in a couple of blocks here and put that in there. Now this is going to make 12 large biscuits or either 24 mini biscuits, because you're going to bake these in a muffin tin. I'm going to save that for my potato soup. And so basically what we're going to do is microwave this, and I'm going to start microwaving this about 2 minutes until it gets nice and melty. So let me set this to the side for a second, and then I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. So we are going to be using coconut flour. I'm not using really a lot of it. We're only using a half a cup of coconut flour. So I'm going to get a separate bowl to mix this up in. Okay, so for our biscuits, what we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of coconut flour. And I find that the coconut flour actually gives the biscuits a better texture than the almond flour. It's more, I mean, as you can see, it's more like a flour texture. So we're just going to put that in there. Then we're going to put a half a teaspoon, there's my oven, a half a teaspoon of onion powder in there. And we're going to put a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to use 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And we're going to use a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then we're just going to mix these up, combine all these seasonings. And then we're going to add 4 eggs to that. I was about to panic, I couldn't find my eggs. So we're going to add 4 eggs to this. And adding the eggs to the batter and then adding the batter to the cheese gives you less chance of having scrambled eggs when you're adding hot cheese to eggs. And I just put them in the center of the bowl, mix them up a little bit right there. Saves me an extra dish to clean. And then I just mix all that in. So you create a little bit of a sticky dough there. But you do want to make sure you get all the flour seasonings incorporated really good. my little helps up from her nap. So then I'm going to take just a little handful of grated cheddar cheese. I don't even measure it normally because the recipe doesn't. Really, I didn't develop it that way, but then I thought the cheese would be good in this. Okay, so that's ready. So now we're just going to get our cheese in the microwave. Move this out of the way. Okay, so the cheese is out of the microwave. It is kind of hot. That's why we put all this stuff together in here first. So I'm just going to put this in here. The egg and flour mixture and seasonings. And if it gets too cold, you can always reheat it in the microwave. Now, what I also did to make it extra yummy was to put a tablespoon and a half of bacon grease in there. That's how my grandma would make her biscuits. And I am trying to make these close as possible to, you know, a real biscuit taste. Ooh, and this cheese is some kind of hot. That is why we mix up the eggs separately now. Because too many times when I was making fathead dough, fathead bread, I would scramble my eggs just by putting them in that hot dough. So we're just going to keep mixing until we get it all incorporated.
Donna.
Yes, ma'am.
Look it.
Okay. Yep, little one's up for the nap. Okay, so this is the only way you can mix it is by your hands. I mean, really. You can take forever to try to mix it with a spoon, but your hands is the best tool because you can get it all in there. Alright. Now, what you're going to do is take a muffin pan and this has got so much cheese and fat in it, it is definitely not going to stick. But I say that, it's me, and you know, I don't want to take any chances, so I'm going to use a little bit of butter spray. Butter spray, and just hit each one. I mean, a little butter can't hurt, right? Okay, so then you want to divide your dough out into 12 pieces, and you're just going to plop them into the tray. And if you get too much, you can always take some more out. I have to do that every time. You just plop them down in there. I know that's got too much. Oh, I'm short one. Okay. We'll go pinching. Sorry guys, I was trying to get all this done before the kid woke up from nap and I was rushing.
I'm going to nap.
You're going back to nap?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to put these in a 400-degree oven. And they're going to cook about 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, I think our cauliflower is just about ready to start mashing and doing what we need to do to make it soup. So let me put these in the oven. And let's pull the cauliflower soup out. Okay, our potatoes are steaming. We're going to put these back on the stove in a minute. Then I'm going to take my little masher here and mash up the cauliflower. So you want it to be able to mash up consistency. Now, if you want a creamy, like real smooth soup, you can use an immersion blender, or you can take out and pour it in a blender. You know, pour a cup, cupfuls or whatever by the blender. But I don't mind having a little bit of consistency. Chunky kind of reminds me of potato soup. So I'm just going to do this right here. Then, here comes the good part. We're going to add our cream cheese. Shh!
That's just water.
When the kids get up, the dogs get up. Okay, so I'm just going to cut our cream cheese up in little blocks. Sorry, guys. And I didn't add all 4 ounces, just about almost that much, but not quite. I'm just going to cut those up in little pieces. And from my towel to wipe my things off. And we're going to mash that into the soup. I said cream cheese. I had Laura at cream cheese. She loves cream cheese. And then we're going to add about 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. We're going to mix that in there. And then we're going to add half of our shredded cheddar. And we're going to add half of our bacon. Okay. We're going to crumble that in there. Oh, and if I didn't tell you, you start with a pound of bacon. Okay. And then we're going to put this on the stove for about 5 more minutes. And then we'll be back, and hopefully our biscuits will be done and we can give it a taste. Okay, guys, everything's out of the oven. Here's our biscuits. And then I just dished up a bowl of soup. And Miss Laura's going to help me put the stuff in it. How you trim out the soup and everything is we're going to put some bacon.
What is that?
Chives. Like the little onions you like. Alright, put some bacon in there on top. We're going to put some bacon on top of the soup. Put more than 1 apiece, Laura. Just grab a few pieces.
Few pieces?
That's good. Alright, put some bacon in on the top of it. Okay, there goes some more. And then we're going to put some cheddar cheese on it. Alright, that's good. We have to save some. Well, our bowl of soup's going to have a lot of cheddar cheese in it. And then we're just going to snip some chives on here. Just a few to give it some color. And that is our soup. And we are going in for a bite, aren't we?
Uh-huh. Can I tell you we are going to kill after we taste?
Yes.
We're going to kill after we taste.
Yeah, we're going to the water park in a little bit here.
And I love to go there.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, Laura, I'm going to raise the camera up. Whoops. I forgot to do that. Okay, Laura's going to taste.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yummy. And the biscuits, where's your biscuit? This is our biscuit. It's half gone.
Can I just throw up this bacon?
Want your biscuit?
Uh-huh.
Really go.
Yeah, it is.
So Jackie,
I will tell you.
she would tell you if it wasn't good. I hope you like this recipe. Give it a try. And bon appetit. Alright guys, I'll see you next week with another Keto Living. And I'll be back tomorrow, Saturday, with a Keto Living information video.
Subscribe to the channel.
Give us a
thumbs up.
and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.